Good morning, everybody. My name is Ginger Newsom. I'm coming to you. It's Monday morning, or a little after 7. And I wanted to record this video just to tell you a little bit about the course and introduce myself. I'm going to be your instructor for these next 2 weeks. This is our May Intersession course. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. Okay, some of you in this course, I think there's like 17 of you, maybe 18. And some of you took my course. A lot of you took my course this past semester. So things ought to be kind of fresh on your mind. Those who took the online class, this class is very, very similar. It's just moves a lot faster. A lot of you took my class in person, so there are a few things a little different. And I wanted to show you. And mainly the main thing is, I'm not teaching daily. It's really strictly online, and it's up to you to kind of go through the work the homework, and you'll take your test online. And you'll have to record yourself using Respondus Monitor. So I'm going to share my screen, and let's start looking at things, okay? So let me share real quick. Okay, first, let's see, let's go to Blackboard. Okay, so if you click on your Blackboard course, right here, the online, I guess that stands for Summer Intersession, but we call it May Intersession. All right, here we go. Of course, I'm working on the video that will be posted. I pretty much have things set up where you don't really have to watch this video to figure things out, but this is our course. The welcome tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Yeah, we're not meeting daily for the class. You're kind of on your own, yet I'm available every day. So you can email me, ask me anything, and we can work through things. Okay, we'll go through the syllabus really quickly, and we'll look at the calendar just to kind of give you, the calendar is kind of a big deal. And we'll talk about Pearson. Let's look. So yeah, just a second about the syllabus. Second, you'll need to sign up for Pearson. Okay, let's talk about that in a second. Okay. All exams are going to be proctored by Respondus Monitor and Lockdown Browser, so you need to make sure you have a decent computer that you can test. You'll test from your own home or wherever you want to set up to take your test. And then you will turn in your scratch paper. I have information about that all on the left side. Let's see, if you look at the top, the testing and scratch paper information. And then right below, this is where you're going to upload your scratch paper. The calculator, we can only use a basic 4-function calculator. You're welcome to go purchase one at a local drugstore if you want to. But there is one available when you take your test on Pearson that you can use. Here's an example of the calculators allowed. Just posted some examples. They're basically basic 4-function. They don't have sine or cosine, anything like that on them. They're real cheap. If you want to purchase one, you can purchase just a basic calculator without, not a scientific calculator. Okay, back on start here. That's the calculator. Yeah, I've posted videos. I will show you that. Since the course is only 13 days long, we're going to have 3 tests. And then our last test will be that Friday, and the final is the next day. But I'm allowing you to drop the lowest of the 3 tests and the final. So if you're happy with your grade, after you take test 3, you don't have to take your final. Okay, it is comprehensive, and you have longer to take it, but it counts the same as a normal test. Okay, let's look at the calendar. So right below on this first page, we have our calendar. Zoom in so you can see. All righty. So as you say, today's our first day. I've set this out just as a guide for you of just covering 4 sections each day. Now you could jump ahead if you're feeling good, or if you get behind, you could make a lot of that up on Tuesday. You just don't want to get behind. Because you notice today is Monday, we have Tuesday, and then Wednesday is our first test. So your homework, all of these homework sections are due by midnight on Wednesday. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of leeway. If you don't get through with 1-1 on the first day, you can finish it on the next day. Okay, everybody good with that? So the homework due midnight on the day that you take your test. All right. So notice, yes, this is just examples. When you get to Wednesday, that day I just have set aside that you can spend your time reviewing, preparing for the test, and you will take your test. You've got to be completed by midnight. So if you're going to wait all day to take it, at least give yourself a little over an hour to take it. So you don't want to start the test at 11 o'clock at night because it will shut off at midnight. So make sure you allow yourself enough time. Yeah, so, and I won't be awake checking at 11 o'clock at night. So if you have questions and stuff, you might want to start the test a little bit earlier, but that's up to you. Okay, so first test is Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday. Notice if you took my normal class, I basically combined basically test 2 and 3 into one test. It's just hard in a 13-day class to put 4 tests in there. So you've got a Thursday, Friday. You do have Saturday and Sunday and Monday. So it's a lot of sections to do, but you do have the weekend to help you on that if you want to spread that out. Second test is next Tuesday. Same thing, all the homework's due by Tuesday, but look, please don't wait to do your homework. You got to do something each day. Otherwise, you'll never get through with everything. And then finally, the trig section is the last test on Wednesday and Thursday. That's all about trig. Friday is our review and our test. Okay, and so by Friday night, you'll finish test 3, turn right back around on Saturday, and that's the last day when you can take your final exam. I know it doesn't give you much time, but everything should be fresh on your mind. The final exam just needs to be due by midnight, so you have all day Saturday to prepare for that. Like I said, if you're happy with your average after you take the third test, then you don't have to take your final. But if you do poorly on either test 1, 2, or 3, you can always take your final and we will drop the lowest. Okay, so that's how it works. It's a very quick class. Okay, let's see. Let me go back. Syllabus is kind of long, so you might want to read through it. If you took the course already, like I said, I know there's some of you who may not have taken it, but if you've taken it, you pretty much know how things work. I haven't changed things. As far as office hours, since everybody's kind of on their own, I just want you to email me. I'll be checking my email regularly, and we can meet on Zoom at any time and work through problems if you're having trouble. I've got my iPad, so we can do that. Okay, like I said, the homework, everything was due, at midnight by your testing. You do have till Saturday, the day of the final exam, at 2 o'clock to finish any unworked homework for half credit. So from the homework from test 1, if you don't finish it, let's see, do I have it here? Oh no, the calendar. Sorry. Sorry, it's getting all messed up. You do have a little time late to cover it. Here, let me see if I can get it right there. There's the calendar. Yeah, so if you don't finish your homework from test 1, you do have till Friday at 2 o'clock to finish any unworked homework for half credit. All right, that's what I was trying to say. All right, the test, like I said, 3 major tests. I've already talked to you about that. We will video yourself using Respondus Monitor. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, no test will be given a late test for any reason. This is why I allow you to drop a test. So if for some reason you don't get it taken, you'll just definitely have to take your final. All right, yeah, the final exam is definitely comprehensive. It's longer. You have longer to take it, like you have 3 hours to take it. Yeah, but it counts the same as a normal test. Okay, this is our grade scale at the end. For those of you needing to get a B, you just got to have 80%. It is a point system where we add up like your top 3 tests. That's 300 points. And then your homework grade will count as another test grade. it counts as much as a test grade. So the homework is really important. You want to do your homework. So if you were to end up getting everything 100s on it, you would have 400 points. That's how that works. So 360 to 400 is an A. And this is your point scale. So 320 points gets you your B. Okay, the Respondus Monitor. Yeah, you've got to use this. It's completely free. I have it built in to my Math Lab Pearson where you'll take your test. That's our online system. Okay, so I will talk to you about this in a second, but before we take that first test, I have set up a pre-test. It's in Pearson, so you'll see it when you're in there working your homework. And I mean, I make you answer one true false question. So it really is just a test set up to make you go through the system of setting up, making sure you have your Respondus Monitor set up. So if you've done it prior to your test, when you get on to take your test, you shouldn't have any problems. That's what it is. So it's not really a test. It's just making you go through the setup of Respondus Monitor to make sure you're set up and ready to go. Like I said, I think I have to ask you a question, but it's like one little true false question. It doesn't have to do anything with math. So, all right. Look, when you do record yourself, I want you to be able to get your camera to where it's set to where I can see your hands and your desk. Okay. I want to make sure you have it tilted, maybe tilted down if you need to where I can see that, or set back enough to where I can see your working area. Please don't cheat on this. Okay. After you take your test, I need to see your scratch paper. Really, you can upload your, well, yeah, I need to see your scratch paper, definitely. So you need to upload your scratch work. There's directions. I'll show you the directions about that. It's all on Blackboard for you that you can use Cam Scanner, which is a free app, and you can take a picture. I'll show you that when I get on Blackboard. If you have student disabilities, just make sure you let me know, or the student disability department will let me know. Yes, this class, one thing we have trouble with is please do not cheat. All right, you're recording yourself from home. That means I do want to be able you to set back enough to where I can see your workspace area, okay? That you're not cheating through this. All right. Or using an additional monitor where you have stuff on the other monitor, okay? I can see your video when you're looking off, okay? That you have another monitor, so do not do that, all right? Okay, attendance, I'm not really taking attendance, but I do have to verify that you're in the class, and I'm just going to do this by making sure you've attempted the work on Pearson within the first few days. Okay, I think that's it. Oh yeah, tutoring real quick. Tutoring is going to be available through Zoom Monday through Friday, and I do have a link on Blackboard that you can click. Okay, let's go back to Blackboard real quick. That's the syllabus, and there's the calendar. Real quick before we do my math, let's look up here on the left side of your paper, of your Blackboard. Let's go through that really quickly. So announcements, if I send you out emails as the semester goes on, I'll post them on the announcements. If you click on there, see, this is the email I sent you a few days ago. Let's see what else. Okay, so to get your lessons, your notes and everything, you will go right here to the left side where it says lessons, assignments. If you click on that, please notice, like if you took my online class, this is very similar to the online, but I know a lot of you took my in-person class, so it's a little different. Test 1 material, here, this is what we're covering, right? You'll click on it. Okay, here I have all of my notes worked out for you. So if you like to look at the notes and the problems worked out, you can use that. I have it broken down with each section where I've posted small videos. Some of them I've done myself. Some of them I grabbed from the internet that other people did because they did it well. These show you how to convert from rational to radical and rationalization, the things that are covered in that first section. Section 2 is factoring. These are different ways of factoring, right? So some people are not very good on factoring. You didn't have a great base back in high school. So these are definitely showing you, look at that, the bottoms, that these are different methods, trial and error, that you can look at. They're just there to help you, okay? To help you get through the homework. All right, these are all little short videos you can watch for your own benefit. Okay, it goes through, notice all the sections that you can go through. That's all meant helpful videos for you. But here are the notes. Okay, but if you go and you look at this, notice in the yellow highlighted, this is a review video. Pearson, you have a review that helps you review for the test. It's not worth any points. It is strictly to help you prepare for the test. And this is a video, I've worked it out for you. So a lot of people like this and find this helpful, that you can watch me working out the review problems to help prepare you for the test. Okay, so it's right there. You'll click on it and it should take you to my video. Okay, so that's test 1. I have one for obviously the same thing for test 2. The review, since test 2's got the most material, the review I split into 2 different parts just because it was so long. So, and test 3. All right. Final exam, you'll get to that. That's what, 2 weeks from now. That's if you take it. We do have a bonus assignment that I am going to allow you to use on any of your tests, where if you work the bonus, you can add points to any of your tests. Normally it's to the final exam, but I'm going to let you add it to any. But this you don't have to worry about until the end of the class. So you don't need to worry about that now. That'll be next week. Okay, so that is all under lessons. This is just a quick link to my math lab to do all of your work. When it comes time to testing in a few days, right here, if you click testing, this is detailed information on Respondus Monitor. I have it there for you to be able to read and kind of give you an idea. It tells you directions of how to work it and use it. Okay, so that's meant for your benefit. The scratch paper information, this tells you about using CAM scanner. I also have it over here. Notice on the left, that's the information right below where you can upload your scratch paper. This is the same amount. This is just directions. And I have, like, this is where you'll go to upload your scratch paper. Okay, for me. If you have problems with it, you can email it to me, but I really would prefer for you to upload it. Okay. All right. Down here, my contact information, you probably have seen that. It's just introducing myself. If you want to meet with me to go over things on Zoom, I have the link right here. So I have it listed under here, my contact information and office hours. Okay, another place for your syllabus and calendar, which is also posted. All right, and that is, oh, I was going to show you this, reported Zoom sessions from an earlier semester. I have these posted. These were Zoom sessions that I recorded back in COVID. Okay, so it's been, oh gosh, 3 years. It was in the spring of 21 when we were teaching everything. We weren't in class, so we had to teach on Zoom. So I recorded it. So these are definitely out of date because when I recorded it, I mean, it was spring semester and I was talking to the class like it was my spring class. But the material is all the same. So some people like to watch this. They have it broken down to the sections that I've covered. These are the classes. So you may want to use those to help you. This would be like if you were sitting in a class with me and I was working problems for you. This is what I would be working. So some of you might like to watch those. Okay, they are listed once again over here. Recorded Zoom sessions from an earlier semester. So it's all here on Blackboard for you, everything you need. Okay, sorry this is taking so long. Let's talk about Pearson real quick. So Pearson, or My Math Lab, so if you go back to start, at the bottom, setting up My Math Lab. Okay, Pearson and My Math Lab are the same thing. Pearson's the company. We call it My Math Lab. So this is the online site where you will work all of your homework and take all of your tests. So this is something you have to have. Okay, so I had mentioned this before in the email, the few of you that I emailed my former students about this. So I wanted to tell you, since this is only a 13-day class, I broke this down into three kinds of students. Okay, if you're taking this for the first time, right? If you didn't take it from me this past spring or earlier, I would suggest getting a temporary code. They allow, when you go on to sign, oh, you know what? I'm realizing I did notice sign up for Pearson. Hopefully by the time you click on, I will have this changed. As a matter of fact, in case while I'm doing this, anyway, you have to go on, and I'm going to register. Hold on. I'm going to move that. I'm gonna do that now, sorry, in case some of you get on early. Okay. Here, to register, you go to right here, the enrollment. See that link? That will take you straight to enrolling. Okay. Now look, I haven't, if you haven't taken this before, they give you an option to purchase a temporary code that's free for 14 days. Well, our class only lasts 13 days. So I think you can get the temporary code, work the whole course, right? And get it done without having to purchase Pearson. Okay. One of these days, Pearson's gonna realize what they're doing and maybe fix that. But that is nice because it costs you what, about $75 to purchase Pearson. So if you can do the temporary code, that'll be great. It's free. Okay, if you took it last semester, the access that you purchased in January should still be active. And you know, I haven't been able to get on there as a student, so I'm not sure exactly how that works. But you ought to be able to enroll in a class. Okay, and since you already have your access code, I think your course is still showing up from this past spring. I have it set. I think it ends maybe tomorrow. So it does show up there. You'll need to enroll in a new course, right? And you should be able to do that without them asking for money, since you still should have an active code. And you'll just have to use our course code, which is down here, the Newsome 70767. Okay, this is your course code, very important to put you it. Okay, and then lastly, if you took this course before last spring, so if you took it maybe last fall, you won't be able to do a temporary code unless you, I don't know, maybe you create an account under a different email. Maybe you could do that and get a temporary code. But if you're using your Ole Miss, which I think you're supposed to use your Ole Miss account, they'll make you purchase a new code. Okay, but it's very simple to go. You can just go right here to the register. This link should take you, and you ought to be able to enroll. Just remember the course code is very important right there. You got to have that. All right. Okay, so once you get on Pearson, you can go here to the Math Lab sign-in. You have to either enroll as a student if you already have an access. You use the same login amount. Use your, once again, you ought to use your Ole Miss, your Go.Ole Miss account. Okay, now I already logged in. So look, of course, I have a ton of these from all last semester. But this one to the far left, the online May Intersession, that's our course. Right, so if you click on it, this looks just like a normal course. If you took my class last semester, if you're new, if you look on the left side, the assignment managers for me as an instructor, you'll go to the assignments right here. Assignments. This is your homework, okay? You go in here and you work. I have all for test one set up and the review. Once again, the review is just for your benefit. It's not worth any credit, but you're crazy not to work through it because it's how you want to prepare. And once again, remember on Blackboard, I have a video of myself working this out. But if you click on the homework, you'll just click on a question. Okay. They give you 3 attempts to answer this, right? So if you get it incorrect, you can do it 3 times. I'm just answering something, and you get 3 chances to answer. Once you get it incorrect for the third time, they'll give you the right answer. You can either go to the next question or you can click similar question, right? Similar question, they will give you a new one. Okay, so you ought to be able to work it as many times until you get it correct. There's no reason for you not to have 100 on all of your homework. And so you'll look at on the other side. If you get it correct, there'll be a green check. So you can skip around. It's great. And that's how your homework works. Leave. Okay, let me show you real quick if your assignments, when it comes time, I wanted to show you the whole thing about the pretest. Okay, this is just your homework, but if you go at the top right here, it's just clicked on homework. If you do all assignments, okay, notice that includes this Respondus Monitor Lockdown Browser Setup Pretest. You see that? This is something you could go ahead and do today if you want to. Go ahead, get it set up. You just click on it. I don't think I have it. This test requires, it kind of gets you, it's the directions, okay? Pretest setup, okay, if you don't have it, you can download everything right here and make sure it's set up. It's not going to mess up your computer or anything, but you have to have it for the lockdown browser. And you can start your test. Start your test is like one question, okay? I would appreciate, I mean, it would be good for you to go ahead and do it. You can't take your normal test until you've actually done the pretest, okay? But that might throw you off because if it's just set on homeworks, it won't sign up. But I would have this on all assignments. And on Tuesday, your test will appear. I have it set up to actually appear in here on Tuesday. I'm sorry, on Wednesday when it's time to take the test. Okay? All right, I think that's about it. I know it's long. Look, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm going to be checking my computer all day. Hopefully, if you have any problems getting signed up with things, please email me. Please email me, and I'll try to get back with y'all. Okay? I think it's going to be a great 2 weeks. Good luck, everybody. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.